One today we are going to have a beautiful topic which is not very new to you all because everybody is using social media. But what is social media doing in terms of marketing, and what is going to be the future ahead of social media in terms of marketing? That is what I'm going to cover. So hello everyone, my name is Alok, and as you all know, I'm a business coach working with startup companies, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs to teach them and guide them how to build and scale up their businesses. Here, when I go live with any of these topics, before that, I definitely have a lots of discussion with the current prevailing business owners. And when they ask me to talk on a particular topic, I do prepare and do come to talk to you. Now, this topic is very relevant. Why? Because we know how much time we are spending on social media on a daily basis. We all know, and there is a lot of impact in terms of, because of this human behavior, all these companies have targeted people on social media through different technologies. Now, when we talk about targeting customers, it's all about marketing, right? So this topic is highly relevant because social media and the influence of social media in marketing and the future ahead is going to give a new shape to the entire economy. Not only small businesses, every small, medium, and big enterprise, business house, they all are using the social media platforms to get more and more customers. Now, when I talk about social media and marketing, let me first start with the basics of social media, as I know everybody is well acquainted of what social media is, but still I wanted to give you a brief of this social media. So, if I talk about definition wise, so social media can be thought of in a few different ways, not only just interacting with the customers. So in a practical sense, it is a collection of software based digital technologies, right? It's a software based digital technologies, usually presented as app or a website, yes, and they provide users with the digital environments in which they can send and receive digital content or information, which over some type of online social network, correct? So everybody, it's just I would say small definition of social media, what a social media is. And we know, in this sense, we think of social media present with different platforms. You all know these platforms may be named as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and so many things. So we can also, in practical terms of social media, use another type of digital marketing channel that marketeers can use to communicate with consumers through advertising. So that is where the social media comes into a great role. Now, as of now, if I talk about, because since pandemic, this the use of social media and the digital platform has been increased a lot. So today, if I talk about the tendency of getting larger share of information through digital media and to use in marketing is often now termed in the form of an online word of mouth. So whatever you are going to buy on a e-commerce platform or anywhere, you try to find the reviews, the ratings, everything. What is this? This is called word of mouth in terms of digital media marketing, right? So where are we as of now, at the present? When we talk about social media, where do we stand? That we need to understand first of all, and then we'll later on move ahead to understand what is going to be the future of social media marketing, right? So now I'll tell you where we are in terms of social media presently. So the current social media landscape has two key aspects to it. Number one, first are the platforms, which are the major and minor, established and emerging, that provide the underlying technologies and business models making up the industry and ecosystem, right? Number two, second are the use cases, like how various kinds of people and organizations are using these technologies and for what all purposes. So, the rise of social media and the manner in which it has impacted both consumer behavior and marketing practice has largely been driven by platform themselves. Some readers might, or viewers might recall the early days where social media pre Facebook was like MySpace and Friendster very on a smaller platform. So as and when Facebook gave a broader platform, people now started using more and more into it, right? So across platforms, if you see historically and to the present date, the dominant business model has involved monetizations of users by offering advertising services to anyone wishing to reach those audiences with digital content and marketing communication. So this is where we are. That is what I was willing to tell you, that today this is the platform what we are doing currently, and all these digital marketers are doing it, all these big companies are doing it, right? Now, what is going to be the future? That was the main topic which I wanted to share with you all, guys. What is the future of social media marketing? Is this going to be the same? It is going to be changed. Till what extent it is going to be changed and revived? Because this is so dynamic, you cannot predict even after 2 years, 3 years what is going to happen, right? So it's very dynamic, but as of now, with the patterns which the researchers have already done, and since we are into the same field, we do talk to the business owners, we take their feedbacks, we understand what kind of a requirement they do have. So based on that, there definitely is going to be a future ahead, right? So what is that future going to be ahead, that I wanted to discuss in short. So the future of social media marketing is going to be into majorly three I would say landscape. Number one is there the themes, which is omnisocial presence. Number two, the rise of influencers, and the trust and privacy concerns. These are the three things which is going to be in the immediate future, right? Now if I talk about the far future, so the far future would be again a little bit beyond that, which could be like integrated customer care behaviors, or you can also talk about social media as a political tool, and there are certainly many things in between. And if I talk about the far future, so the far future is already going to be a lot of new things coming up, which is now you can rename as social media by especially for sensory richness, as well as for non-humans, social media for non-humans, which is going to be a very new aspect to it. So if I talk about the omnipresence of social media, and the near future which I talked about, and the next was the rise of influencer marketing, as well as the future which I told, the privacy concern. So these are the three things which we are going to just now discuss in short. What do you mean by omni social presence? So if you see, in the early social media days, people were not readily available everywhere. But today, when I talk about omnipresence, omni social presence, every company, every digital marketing company, every website, every application has both the formats available, right? Either on the mobile or the web, right? Either in the form of application, a web app, or a mobile app. Now, whenever you are doing anything digitally, and we are more prone to do things digitally, correct? So you are there, the social media is giving you a platform to go omnipresent. So you don't need to be particularly sitting on a desktop or a laptop. Everything is primarily now giving in the form of an app wherein you can start. You don't need to wait for going on the laptop or a desktop for doing it. So this is one of those things which is primarily, I think, from most of those social media agencies or platforms, bigger platforms, everybody has both the things. Now the second thing, and this is primarily when I say this, you can see the effect of this. You can see this in various domains, these are being applied, whether it is travel. You can see all these travel companies, they have their mobile apps as well as their web app or websites, right? Or you talk about LinkedIn, or you talk about any food aggregator or travel aggregator, everybody is having a mobile app, right? There are a number of things. Or let's say you're talking about any music company, any video company, everybody is omnipresent nowadays in technology. Now the second thing which is important to know is about the rise of new forms of social influence, which is influencer marketing. That is one of those things which is growing like anything. So why influencer marketing? Because people are understanding to reduce the cost, and because of this, the idea of using celebrities or influencers in consumer markets or well-known opinion leaders in the business markets who have a high social value to influence others is all about marketing strategy. And this social media influencer marketing is now on the rise, and it is going to rise because if somebody has a follower and if somebody is endorsing something, immediately you connect with lesser budget. So this social media influencer marketing is going to be one of the key parameters which is going to increase. And if you talk in terms of the budgets, I think this financial year it's going to be around 1800 crores, which is being the overall. By 2025 it is going to be more than 2500 crores. So everything is, again, as I said, word of mouth. So this word of mouth or word of mouth again plays a very important role in this social media marketing. And when I talk about the concerns, obviously privacy is going to be a concern in social media because everything is open to everybody, and either it is a data privacy or privacy related to the brands. The platforms are not new. They are definitely researching every day in day out to make it happen, make it more secure place for people or the brands to go and do all these things. So this definitely is going to be a concern, but still things are going rapidly. And one major thing which I wanted to tell you is the future, far future ahead of the social media, which is going to be, again, there are in between many things, but which I wanted to highlight is the social media by non-humans. So when I say non-humans, on the website or on the app, definitely we have already implemented the bots. What are bots? Bots are already programmed uh, features which give you automated results, automated replies for your customers, so that you don't have any time lag interacting with your customers. Right now, uh, with the rise of AI, artificial intelligence, and other technologies, this thing is going to be now in future is going to be non-human. That is what the future ahead is. So everybody would be interacting on social media, but there would not be any person behind the individual account which we now personally use it. So this will be, again, creating lots of anxiety in the business minds, in the individuals minds, whether to trust or not. So trust is going to be another key parameter, key factor when we talk about the future of social media marketing, because everything is now going to be governed by. But it will take time. It's not going to happen immediately. Maybe 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I don't know. I cannot commit any particular time, but the point here is that there are lots of things happening digitally. There are a number of tools coming in day out, and the application to, definitely all the things are going to help and give you multiple newer aspect of businesses in social media and all those things, right? So thank you so much. We look forward to your feedback, and thank you, Mr. Bhanu Pratap. He has mentioned ओके, हिंदी में, मुझे हिंदी में बात करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है भानु। मैं खुद एक हिंदी भाषी हूँ, और चूंकि ये प्लेटफॉर्म है और ये प्लेटफॉर्म मल्टी सिटी, मल्टी लोकेशन के लिए अवेलेबल है, तो कहीं ना कहीं मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि यदि मैं सिर्फ हिंदी में बात करूंगा तो कुछ लोग शायद समझ नहीं सके। इवन हमारे इंडिया में भी कुछ ऐसे स्टेट्स है जहाँ पे हिंदी समझने में लोगों को दिक्कत होती है। तो इंग्लिश एक ऐसा लैंग्वेज है, देखिए मैं मानता हूँ कि लैंग्वेज एक कम्युनिकेशन का माध्यम होता है, चाहे वो हिंदी हो, इंग्लिश हो, तमिल हो, तेलुगु हो, कोई भी लैंग्वेज हो, उससे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। आपका जो मैसेज है, आपका जो आप जो कहना चाहते हो लोगों तक पहुंचना चाहिए। सो ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है, यदि मैं लिंक्डइन पे लाइव हूँ अभी, मेरी ये कोशिश रहती है कि मेरी बातें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचे, और उसके लिए मैंने इंग्लिश चूज़ किया। मैं अपने दूसरे भी प्रोग्राम्स करते रहता हूँ जहाँ पे मैं इंग्लिश और हिंदी मिक्स करके बातें करता हूँ, एंड आई एम हैप्पी sharing, and I really thank you for this suggestion. मैं इंडिया में हूँ और सही बात कहते हैं आप कि इंडिया में ज़्यादा हिंदी भाषी लोग हैं, बट कहीं न कहीं मुझे लगता है कि यदि मेरे को ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुँचना है तो हिंदी और इंग्लिश मिक्स करके बात करनी चाहिए। सो मैं आपकी सजेशन के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद, और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि आगे से जब मैं लाइव करूँ, तो मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश मिक्स करके करूँ। सो थैंक यू सो मच, आपका बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद आपके इस विचार के लिए, और मैं कोशिश करूँगा इसके ऊपर मैं अपना आगे से मैं इसका ध्यान रखते हुए करूँ। थैंक यू सो मच। नहीं, बिल्कुल सही है। मैं देखिए मेरी हमेशा से कोशिश रही है कि यदि कोई भी सजेशन मुझे मिलता है तो मैं उसको बहुत दिल से सोचता हूँ, दिल से लगाता हूँ, और इसमें कोई गलत बात नहीं है। यदि आप कोई सजेशन देते हैं तो ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। सजेशन इज़ ऑलवेज़ वेलकम। और मैं हमेशा आपके विचारों की कद्र करता हूँ, आपके भावनाओं की भी कद्र करता हूँ, और बस एक हर चीज़ का एक पर्पस होता है। हमारा भी उद्देश्य यही है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुँचना। और जैसे आपने कहा, मेरे पास और भी मैसेजेस आते हैं कि उनको हिंदी समझ नहीं आती, तो वो कहते हैं कि सर आप इंग्लिश में बात कीजिए। तो कहीं न कहीं बैलेंस बना के चलना पड़ता है, इसलिए। बाकी आपका सजेशन मुझे बहुत ही सही लगा कि यदि मेजॉरिटी की मैं बात करूँ तो कहीं न कहीं यदि मैं इंडिया की मैं बात करता हूँ तो 60% लोग हिंदी भाषी ज़रूर हैं और हिंदी उनको समझ में आती है। तो मेरी कोशिश ये रही है कि मैं भी 60-40 करके चलूँ। थैंक यू भानु प्रताप जी, थैंक यू आपके सजेशन के लिए, और मैं व्यूअर्स से भी यही रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि आप अपने कमेंट्स, अपने फीडबैक ज़रूर दें। ऐसे टॉपिक्स जिसके ऊपर मैं कुछ और वैल्यू क्रिएट करके बता सकूँ, क्योंकि एक टॉपिक पे बात करने के पहले हमें भी बहुत रिसर्च करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि यदि आप हमारी बात सुन रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, तो आपको एक सही इन्फॉर्मेशन और सही गाइडलाइन देना मेरी ज़िम्मेदारी बनती है। सो बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक यू सो मच, और अगले एक नए टॉपिक के साथ फिर मैं जल्दी आऊँगा। सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू सी यू अगेन वेरी शॉर्टली। थैंक यू सो मच। बाय-बाय।